I'm glad we prepared our... Welcome to this exercise, old friend. In this session, you will learn what's behind your settler's contentedness. In this window, you can see which factors influence the settler's contentedness. You can see why the settler is unhappy or happy. This view is useful in discovering how you can make your settlers even happier. The most important thing to your settlers is that they are provided with the absolute necessities. If they don't have food, water, or a roof over their heads, it's going to be very hard for you to sharply increase their contentedness. Although your settlers currently have enough food items available, they don't have a place to sleep. It'd be best if you took care of this. If you take a look at one of your settlers again, when the Now that the campfire has been built, your settlers will start to pay it a visit. This will increase their contentedness. At the same time, the campfire has another second effect. Settlers whose dwellings are located in the vicinity of a campfire perceive their environment as more attractive. Your settlers are eager to live in an environment that pleases them. For instance, they prefer not to live next to a building that produces a lot of noise or dirty grime. To be able to see how attractive the dwellings... In this view, you can see which cabins and shelters have been placed in an attractive environment and which ones in an unattractive environment. If you want to make your settlers particularly happy, you should pay attention to providing them with an attractive environment. To increase the attractiveness of a residential area, you can put up some decorations to beautify your settlement. Each decoration increases the attractiveness. Your settlers are really going to like the newly built decorations. This way, you can even manage to design a residential area attractively that is located near industrial buildings. With enough time and energy, you might even be able to create a settlement in which all your settlers live in an attractive environment. At the upper edge of your screen, you can tell at a glance what the average contentedness of your settlement is at the moment. This average contentedness of your settlement has effects on how your settlers behave and on the kinds of requests they pass on to you. To enable you to address your settlers' wishes in the best possible way you should, you can read what your settlers want from you here. In this case, they want you to build a pub. When you look at the mission, it indicates that this mission deals with a quest that is going to have an effect on the You have successfully completed the quest posed by your settler. However, the forum is not Many of the decrees are extremely helpful toward enabling the survival of your settlement, though you should watch out that you don't demand too much of your settlers. If you ask too much of them, it can lead to discontentment spreading throughout your settlement. Now you know what maximizes the confidence of your settlers and how you can influence it. Confident settlers live longer, work more effectively. I think the time has come at last for me to bow out as mentor. I believe that you are going to lead us to a glorious future. I'm glad we prepared our... Welcome to... As you can see, there are some areas in your settlement to free and... Now your settlers are going... So that your settlers are not constantly occupied with digging up the soil and remain protected even when they enter an area that's contaminated, it's going to be imperative that you equip them. The recycler is Of course, cloth alone is naturally not enough to be regarded as protective clothing. To accomplish this, the cloth has to be tailored into protective clothing first. The tailor shop is in charge of this.